for black girl nerds.
I love when I get to talk to LA's finest on my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're going to see a lot about Nancy and Syd's backstories, diving more into their history and what made them into the women they are. Starting with you, Gabrielle, what will we learn this season about Syd that we haven't learned already that you can clue us in on?
That she can be very vulnerable, and that her relationship with Jen was not just physical. You watch her really in mourning, really. You get to see more sides than just stoic, lone wolf, I don't need anybody, Syd. You see her relationship a lot more blossom with her dad. And you get into the weeds a little bit with them too. She just gets to be a human and fallible and complicated and messy and work all of those things out at the same time, figuring out how to rely on Nancy.
With Nancy, for you, Jessica, we've seen her be continually giving and supportive and being there for everybody. Is this going to continue to be the trend for Nancy this season?
I think that Nancy is a complicated person and character, and there are certain things that trigger her past and things that she has been through. And I think her partnership with Syd, it's like the best and worst thing that has ever happened to her, because it's brought out, I think, the essence of who she really is. But then I think she's reevaluating every other decision in her life, and it's forced her to kind of really question where she's at and where she's going to move forward, because Syd lives in so many ways, lives so much in her truth. And when someone like Nancy, who loves the facade, is consistently being reminded of that, I think it can't help but just unearth sort of the lies that she's told herself over the years.
For Syd this season, Gabrielle, we know you are always on point about your health and your fitness and just keeping yourself looking right. Same with Syd. Is Syd going to be doing a lot of acrobatic things this season, putting that physical prowess to use?
The good thing about playing Syd, when it comes to the action scenes and the stunt scenes, I have an amazing stunt woman that helps me use the best of our collective abilities. And her athletic abilities far exceed mine. Inside, I feel like I can do anything. I feel like Jackie Joyner Kersey. But what happens when I try to let go from what's happening in my brain and in my soul to my extremities, something short circuits, and it doesn't look the way that I feel like it looks, or my actual capabilities are like, ma'am, might be time to tap out and bring in a professional. So between the two of us, we get everything done. But I had to remind myself that, the things I could do in my 20s, the way my hips are set up, it's okay to rely on my amazing stunt woman to help me bring Syd, to the audiences in the best kick-ass way as possible.
And speaking of kick-ass, so lastly for you, Jessica, we know you got the kick-ass moves in combat, and you got the kick-ass moves on a dance floor. Are we going to get to see Nancy bust out any dance moves this season? Are we going to do any savage challenges this season with the ladies between fighting crime?
No, I don't think Nancy has jumped on the TikTok bandwagon quite yet. Not yet.
She's getting there. We'll get her there. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate you. You guys are always kick-ass and badass, and looking forward to the season jumping off.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, ladies.
Better shake your booties for black girl nerds. Better shake your booties for black girl nerds.